Alright, we have racers, and I think this is going to be one of those matches where we think we know who's gonna win. Let's have a look. We have Zecks. 6 top 8 appearances, 61 wins and only 25 losses, win rate of 71%. Literally won MT2 and 11. And also won the first MT they joined, which I mean, it was 2, so it's not that crazy.
But still.
Yeah. Versus Tasty, who's new. No fun allowed.
And then has a picture of Ned Flanders with an apple on his head.
Yep.
The opposite of fun. Yeah, this is tough. This is a super tough opponent to run into early in your mystery tournament run. We've had a couple new faces be pretty darn good. But, like, I don't know, even if Tasty was a new top 8 competitor, it would still only be like an even match against Zecks, who definitely is a top 8 competitor. So we definitely have a favorite.
But anything can happen.
Did you see the latest Nintendo newsletter? Whoa, nice.
Now you know it's a Zelda song.
I mean, it did have the melody.
Right, well, so this wouldn't be Tasty's first match because I'm sure Zecks had a bye, so Tasty probably won that first match, and then I guess we can see. Yes, and Rally Scraper.
Rally Scraper.
Rally Isn't it Rely?
It's Rely Scraper.
Okay, good.
Oh.
Sometimes I question my English abilities when people say weird things, and it turns out they're just saying weird things.
Well, but like, there's
funny.
no reason based on the game that it would be called one or the other. I mean, I just
Skyscraper. Rely Scraper.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense. I didn't even see that.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I have
None of us were on board with this. I was all alone. I knew what was going on, and I went, hee hee, Rally Scraper. That's funny to say it wrong on purpose. Saying words wrong on purpose is like a form of, I don't want to say comedy. It's just charming to me every time.
I like to say robot sometimes instead of robot.
Exactly.
Just 'cause it's funny.
Robot.
A robot.
I think like some like old Southern man might say robot instead of robot, but I don't know if anyone actually does. I just think it's a funny way to say it.
These dang robots.
Yeah, get these robots off of my. They even got robots in the fridge nowadays.
What?
It's one of my joys in life. Mystery racing is, well, I don't do a lot of racing, but watching races, commentating races is definitely way up there.
I love MT. I really do.
I hate it.
I wouldn't be doing so much with it if I didn't, because I'm spending a lot of time. But I love it. This game I saw in someone was making
so we glossed it. Maurice snuck in there with "I hate it," and we just kept going.
That's all right. I have to believe that isn't true, and we'll just move on.
Well, I like to believe Maurice hates Mystery Tournament, but he just likes winning more, so he keeps doing it.
Yeah. So when I lose, it's like double bad.
Yeah. He needs a win rate above like 80% to come out positive emotionally.
Now you're getting to the actually true parts.
Yeah, all right. I'm gonna strike a nerve if we keep.
I recently saw James Acaster he went on a US tour, and I saw him. He's a British comedian. He's very funny.
Yeah, he's good.
And one of the points he made is that he realized after like 20 years, he really kind of hates doing stand-up comedy. He doesn't like it at all. but he likes it more than being in the audience. He's like, I really hate being down there. So this is
How would they do? What console is this for?
This is on Steam.
Okay.
It's free. So there's a YouTuber who does always like goes over usually some like DOS Christmas games, but this year they were looking for like new stuff, and they talked about this game for like 2 minutes in the video. And
Hey, don't do my job.
I see you're coming. You did that on purpose.
Yes, you were talking about the game, so I wanted to
Yes,
to
the
look.
game is called Secret Santa. And this is a divisive genre. It's a stealth game, but it's not exactly. It is stealth, but it's kind of more. I don't know. It's difficult to say what the genre is exactly. Basically, here you should post the paste bin and then not say these mechanics because this is quite a game. Here we go. Paste bin. Yeah, so important thing to note is that you only have enough knockout powder for 3 people. and you need to collect all the milk and cookies in these first 2 lists in order to unlock the 3rd list of levels.
Okay. Get all the stars, essentially. We've seen that a number of times in a couple of these mystery goals.
They're not super far out of the way, and you can pretty much always see where they are. It's just kind of the goal was too short to not be doing that.
Santa's special knockout gas. I love the idea of him going around delivering these presents, and the reason no one ever sees him is because he's just chloroforming the children who are waiting up at night.
So the goal of the game is to get to the tree and then return back to the chimney.
Oh no, don't go upstairs. Oh, what? Tasty was totally
You
seen
have to
there.
get the milk and cookies up there.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so when the kids find you there's this horrible you don't have to get that present. I mean, you can. you can Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah, Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah. The game tells you all the mechanics as it goes. So the only thing that you really need to know is what's in the paste bin. I guess they're getting a little tripped up by that present being there, but it's fine. There's a lot of levels. They'll move on. Yeah, Santa only has enough knockout powder for 3 people.
Be smart about it.
These early levels are pretty easy. One thing that's worth noting is that, oh, geez, I was about to turn around there. That was really close. Is that these, yeah, caught or killed. Here we see the example of killed. We have these gunmen, which are in their rocking chairs. And they'll open their eyes every once in a while, and they will shoot Santa dead.
What?
Oh man, they could have called it like Santa's Christmas cheer overwhelms the senses, but they're like, no,
Yes,
you're knocking them out with drugs. Just throwing dust at them.
So here's the rub with this. Your feet activate certain hazards. There are dogs and there are tripwires. We'll see them all, but those light patterns, like the vision cones, is your whole hitbox, like your head too. So you need to be careful with how you're walking around.
I think Zecks is gonna get out of here.
Santa, yeah, they're saying Santa, but it's like cut off.
It's the worst sound sample ever made.
Yeah, it's gotta be the worst. You can get eggnog if you want, but it makes you dizzy. So there's like really nothing. There's no reason to do it. Oh, he got eaten by a dog. These dogs are instant killers.
Weaving around the dogs expertly.
And so the dog radius is just your feet, obviously, or else it'd be impossible.
Oh, Zecks gets right up on this child. I can't tell if he's dusted her or snapped her neck, man. That was savage. Tasty's out of here. 1 level behind Zecks.
So I would say this nice list eases you in. So you're delivering presents right now because this is the nice list.
The 3 shotgun having home is on the nice list.
Yeah. Well, the kids are nice.
That's true.
I don't know what Granny's been up to, but the kids are nice.
They don't know any better. They don't know you're not supposed to be patrolling the house with a flashlight on Christmas night.
Yeah, we got some Tasty. We're all Tasty fans here. We're fans of whoever. Maybe Zecks will win, like we expect them to. Maybe Tasty will pull out a crazy win here, and that would be awesome.
Tasty one-shot that level as well as Zecks, so keeping pace.
Yeah, this level is the first one that Tasty is on now, where I feel like it's easy to die a lot.
God, these sounds just come in real loud all of a sudden. I gotta turn this down on my end.
This game has really bad sounds.
Zecks is really good with the dust. Just perfectly understands the hitboxes. Is it like the dust kind of comes out horizontally, right? But Zecks has been able to sort of approach things vertically, like there, and just get in there and hit it.
And he's really getting close up there, which is good. You kind of just have to mash and hope. I don't know why he put people to sleep in this line at all, but it is kind of fun. Because what ends up happening is like they'll hit each other while they're walking their thing, and so they get like offset. You can see the back two flashlights are really close to each other now. They don't question that their friends just fell asleep. Maybe they were just sleepy. Nice list complete. Moving on to the naughty list.
Oh God.
Bear traps. Get that milk and cookies. Nice.
Oh.
Ooh.
Santa got blasted. And that was pretty far into the stage as well. Now, Tasty also has yet to make progress on this stage.
Santa.
Santa.
Yeah, there's
So
even... We're only playing half the game today. There's 3 lists that we're not even touching.
Nice, naughty. I happen to know the third one. I don't even know where you go from there. Like, unless you start delivering presents in hell.
Well, there's
you
a
can't
Halloween
get any
list.
worse.
There's a Halloween special that's open by default. The other ones are like pro or something. Okay, yeah, so Zecks is seeing these purple-wearing people need to be... They don't close their eyes. They are vigilant gunmen. They're looking for intruders, and they're expecting some.
All night long, unblinking.
Yes! Oh my gosh! Zecks with the... through the mines? So these are mines. They blow you up if you touch them. Need to get that milk and cookies down there, though.
Tasty's got to the tree on this one, is waiting for the gap. That's gonna be a clear for sure.
Putting that to sleep, delivering the coal. You notice it's not presents this time, just a bundle of coal under the tree. Tripwires. He puts his hands up if he gets... He says, I'm sorry. Don't shoot.
I love that he's got the Christmas magic to visit all the houses in the world in one night, but like once he's in the house, he's look out for this bear trap and
Yeah, I mean, well, what is he? Oh no, pushed it just a little too far. Zecks trying to hit that cycle. Well, I mean, you know, he's not Superman. He's got to have some weaknesses, or else he's just too powerful.
Yeah, I guess so. Zecks to the tree. Just needs to repeat what they've already done.
Well, he does need to get the milk.
Although, you're right. Tasty, waiting for this purple having shotgun having insomniac to close their eyes and sort of picks up on the mechanic pretty quick. Oh no. Jesus.
Santa has been demolished.
Santa, no.
with that coal under the tree. It's a lot of coal too. He's not skimping on the coal this year. I always pictured a single piece in the stocking, but
these are. I mean, look at this house. Like, this is not the house of a one piece of coal naughty family.
It's true. This place is massive. All of these are really just like palatial estates.
But then, like, it has the cheesiest wallpapers and carpets.
Yeah. This level's kind of tricky. I know you can do it powderless because when I played this with my brother, he decided to do that for really no good reason, but it can be done. If you were paying attention to the milk and cookies at the beginning, you know you have to go down to the left there. Zecks hasn't noticed, but hopefully will before he leaves the level.
Oh. Zecks gets caught.
I think he sees it there.
Tasty's just taking a moment to wait. Saw the cone earlier. Sleep.
I've got a nice rendition of Silent Night here.
Sleep in heavenly peace as he sprinkles chloroform into their face.
Yeah, they even call it knockout powder. It's not like for kids. Oh, it's the home for infinite losers or whatever. So there's a shortcut down to the chimney on Zecks level. Already knocked this person out just for fun, so didn't even have to do it this right now and moving on.
Oh, we get the sound now associated with getting caught by the lasers. Zecks already got the presents on this first try on this level. Well, presents. In quotation marks, I suppose. Oh, the lasers and the... Okay, recognizes this is going to be tricky. Doesn't want to try to find a safe spot between the cone and the fire, so...
well, I knew that he needed it for the final to get the shortcut, because he saw that guy earlier, so you needed to leave at least one in your inventory.
Mm-hmm. Just really good heads-up play from Zecks. It's stuff like that that's going to be all the difference in a game like this.
This level is
having a hard time wrapping around this maze.
So this is the final level of the naughty list. And there's a mechanic that is popular on the Krampus list, but it hasn't been introduced yet, called Murderer, which are people that want to kill Santa. And so as soon as they see you, they charge at you with a knife, and you need to lure them into traps in order to move forward.
In order to defend yourself.
Yeah.
From murderers. By killing them.
Exactly. They're the ones who put the traps there. It's their own hubris that was their ultimate downfall. I
don't know if that's gonna hold up in court, Santa.
Yeah, you need a good lawyer for sure. need a Robert Kardashian kind of thing, but you know. Oh jeez, Zecks is pushing that hard.
Yeah, he was playing it so safe, and then all of a sudden just went for it.
Yeah, this game's a true story. This level sucks because you have to wait for... This is easily the worst, like, designed level in the goal.
Well, Tasty was like, I'm gonna have to put this person to sleep to get down into the kitchen, and then realized, no, it doesn't matter, the bear traps are all in the way, so is trying to figure out how to backtrack. So here, he's gotta
lure this guy, I put this in the basement, but he's gotta lure this murderer into the trap. You gotta get the milk and cookies. Nice.
Okay.
He's like
he's in shadow.
Yeah, so I don't know why. I think it's because they haven't introduced murderers yet, but they're all over in the Krampus list, and it like actually says it on the text on screen. There you go. Murderers want Santa dead.
Now, is it specifically Santa they want dead, or just like any old murder will do?
It's difficult to say. We only get the opportunity to see what happens to see Santa's plight.
Oh, the cookies are up here.
Why are you even doing
Zecks
this?
is
Just
gonna
leave 'em
try to-
alive.
Oh God!
Zach's got baited.
There are no. Yeah, the kitchen's empty.
Yeah. And you don't even need to get milk and cookies on the Krampus list.
I see. There
The
are no
Krampus
milk
list
and
has
cookies.
been unlocked.
Maybe I guess because they're on the Krampus list, like the nice list. You're on the nice list. Of course, you're nice. You leave milk and cookies for Santa. On the
Yeah.
naughty list, maybe you don't realize you're on the naughty list, so you're still leaving milk and cookies. But the Krampus list is like, no, I'm going to kill Santa tonight. He's not getting milk and cookies. He's getting cold hard steel.
I don't even know what he's leaving. He's taking. So he's actually dismantling the tree for these people. These people don't even deserve what they have. So rather than leaving something bad, he's taking away the good things that they do have.
At great personal risk to himself.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a mission. This is a secret op that Santa cannot fail.
So we finally milk and cookies for Tasty, but is like 3 levels behind Zecks or something at this point. It's becoming more and more unrealistic that we're gonna see the upset.
So the way murderers work, I didn't put this in the paste bin because they can figure it out, but they go to your X coordinate, or they go to your Y coordinate, and then, like, immediately, and then travel on the X. So as long as you horizontally get them in the way of a trap, like, they don't do a straight line to you.
Yeah, I can see.
Zach's noticed that pretty quick, though. Out of knockout powder, though. So he's not taking the shortcut.
Playing it safe, I think that's smart.
Yep. This is a really, really fast time, by the way. We can see Tasty, like, it's reasonable to fail these levels. They're not, you know, they're one. We've got laser
God.
now.
Tasty gets shot in the face and then immediately like rebounds from the force of the shot into a dog who leaps on his face, and it was just not a happy Christmas for Santa Claus.
Yeah, this is the kind of game where, you want to keep RTX off. You don't want to know the horrors that exist. The realistic.
Zecks is cornered by this laser.
So yeah, you have to wait and go right
now. Go. I love that the laser it's not light, because light doesn't travel so slowly that you can see the diagonal line it leaves as it moves.
Well, no, and it kills you immediately. So it's something far deadlier than like a laser pointer for sure. You literally burst into pieces. Oh, okay. And these people were expecting Santa. See, that's the difference. It's like they're aware. They know Santa's out to get them, and they're celebrating despite that.
Alright, this tricky section for Tasty. Zecks one-shot this, just identified I'm gonna need to powder these gunmen to give myself a safe place. The cycles don't line up.
Nice. Zecks is making this happen. Oh my gosh. This level's actually really difficult. But it's taken the correct path initially. Look at these lasers. They're all over the place.
This person is so dedicated to the could have gone left, I think, to get a little bit of safety and maybe could have made that work. But yeah, these people are so dedicated to the destruction of Santa Claus, they've laser-proofed their home.
It's true. How are these people going to get to bed? What if they want some milk and cookies that night? Nice. Tasty is on the final level of the naughty list. This one also sucks because not only do you have to wait for stuff, if you fail it after doing all this waiting, yeah, there you go. You just have to start back over.
Very punishing.
Yeah, they could be flamethrowers.
Well, Zecks was just had a sense of like the room is gonna be like this, so I'm just gonna go in.
Yeah.
And then whoops, nope, there's another thing way in the corner that just sweeps across all of a sudden. So yeah, the wait's in this little nook now. Correctly reads going up and around the flamethrower at the top would have been bad, would have got trapped and hit by the other one moving in sync. So going along the bottom was correct.
Wow, the corner. Oh my gosh.
I think it's probably going to be a clear.
Yep. Going up and around. Oh!
Whoa! Didn't hold up against the wall. I assume. I would
don't
even.
think you must not be able to on that one.
Like, unless the sprite is like rotating and like the back of it's like bigger than the side of it or something.
You can definitely just walk across there, though. You don't have to go up above it, but.
Mm-hmm. I would have even on the start of my next attempt investigated that. Like, can I actually do this? Like, is it different than the other one? But
Zecks might have seen that it's possible to just walk across, and is just going to do it that way instead.
Yeah, we'll see.
Well, that's close. Okay.
Whoa, okay. There's the walk across.
There it is. Missed the sound effect that time, but yeah, each one of these lists has a different Christmas song in this like weird old MIDI style.
Zecks is trying to see, do I have a shot to get through that light cone to walk up to that purple?
Zecks seeing the solution really fast. That is the solution to that level.
Go, 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 go.
Nice. Chopped up into pieces.
The way bear traps do. Like, I don't... Bear traps are strong, but they're not that strong, you know? That's like a elephant trap or something.
Nice. Lure him into the laser. That was an easy one. I think that's just like to give you the satisfaction.
But like the laser was like right there, and Zecks was just like put 2 and 2 together immediately. It's all just flowing so well for him.
Yeah, it's real, and seeing that you have to just barely walk in front of this laser for this section is pretty impressive. I'm surprised that he saw it so quickly. To Krampus. Everything's in scary black and white.
Oh, what color are... I guess they're blue.
Yeah.
I was once racing Adventure Island for the NES, and there are green frogs and brown frogs, and the green ones jump, so you want to run at them, and they jump over you, and the brown ones don't. You need to jump over them. Something like that. Maybe it's the other way around. But I had done a couple attempts on a level, and I was attempting the same level, and knew this frog coming up was brown, and some kind of palette glitch happened, and it was green. And I was like, "What? Is it actually green, or is it like fake green? What's it gonna do?" I didn't know, and then I died to it. And I feel like a similar color panic happened to Zecks with those 3 gunmen.
Yeah, I think it would be easy for brown and green to get confused if you're even a little bit colorblind too.
Hmm. I've seen Tasty just like trying to cut corners on movement and just kind of walk into a laser a little bit, and it must be so frustrating.
That's the trap of this level. You start to get frustrated that you've lost on such a long level, and so you start trying to speed up. Uh-oh.
Oh boy.
Uh-oh.
I would have gotten murdered by the knife guy just to see what it looks like. But if I was Santa Claus and I had to choose how I died, I think not knife. That's not how I...
It's true. The instant death laser is more of a guarantee.
Yeah.
It's going to be painless.
So maybe Zecks is role-playing.
Probably. It turns out that that's the strategy to do the best, is you have to like really like method play the game, you know, like method acting, but... Zecks is pushing it with these tripwires.
Just has such a good sense of what he can get away with, you know?
This level's kind of special in that you don't have to go back through it.
Run. That's one, and then the second one.
Nice.
There's so many murderers, and what is that? Oh my god.
It's Krampus. I'm having a beer. He did it. That's a Dutch done. We get to see him type it.
24:35. The official SRL time. So Santa and the Krampus just understand their role in Christmas. They're not opposing forces. They just have jobs to do. Exactly.
They're buds. They understand that, you know.
And they go out for drinks after work.
Once they clock off, they put all their differences aside. That was an incredible time. Really fast. I was not expecting this game to be in the 20-minute range.
And then Zecks is like, nah, not my best work, immediately in race chat afterwards. Maybe we'll see him type it, I think. Oh no, he already has. It's very blurry, sorry. Yeah, Zecks is like, it sees room for improvement where we are together like, wow, that was really amazing. Like,
I mean, definitely had a few losses, but I think it was pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, we saw Zecks like went to the kitchen for no reason, right? Like, hey, you see that kitchen and know there's nothing there. So stuff like that. Oh, Tasty's about to make the same mistake. Oh,
this level
don't die for it. Ah!
This is probably the only like badly designed level I would say.
Yeah, this is like a house. Someone like did the layout of a real house, and then it turns out these aren't good levels most of the time.
Because that kitchen shouldn't be there to trick you. There's no reason. Those lasers should just be at the same wall.
Yeah, it's an entirely cosmetic kitchen.
Yeah. Like, you don't even have to go up there. Tasty is like, well, why would it be there if I didn't have to go up there? But I mean, exactly.
Plus, you've been going for the milk and cookies every level so far.
It's true. You have to get yourself out of the milk and cookie mindset. Which is, oddly enough, the title of my new self-help book. Get out of the milk.
I need a copy, man. Oh, man. I doubled the cookie recipe this year, and then the family gathering for Christmas was delayed due to illness and storms and stuff, so we haven't done it yet. I think I'm gonna leave tomorrow to go see him, but it means that the cookies I baked last week have needed to survive in my house with me here.
You're not eating them.
Yeah. So I've had to really change my milk and cookie mindset.
Now, don't be weirded out by this. I just have a really good memory for people saying things. You've mentioned this before, maybe last year. Peanut butter cookies that you make?
Yes, peanut butter chocolate chip. Last year and this year, I've brought up these cookies because it's like the only interesting thing I do for the holidays. Oh, Andy's gonna play today.
Ooh, congratulations. Oh. Yeah, you don't want to walk into the bear trap. That's the issue.
Oh my god, there are 4 matches scheduled for 3 hours from now. Has that always been the case? Wait, one of them is this match, or the previous match. Okay, so there's only 3. But that's still one too many.
Is one of them Andy?
Yeah.
Andy, go earlier. Get your opponent together and go earlier.
I would like to reiterate that Mystery Tournament is accommodating to everyone's schedules, and you have no need to do what you need to do to.
I'm just
restream.
suggesting. If you don't do it, it's not like I'm going to stop you. It's still going to be a valid match.
Oh, and Jalmu are going to go later? Okay. Well, that'll resolve the conflict, but it does mean there might be a bit of a gap after this match.
It's true.
I know we haven't restreamed every race, but I don't know the status of vodcast preparation.
I have a couple 4-player ones downloaded, or I have one 4-player one downloaded. I'm not sure what Maurice has. I think Maurice has just trusted that the stream will go on and is doing something else right now. I mean, it's working out. So far, nothing has gone wrong, which I'm all for.
I assumed he went into restreamer mode, but he hasn't surfaced now that we've called his name.
No, he mentioned to me that he was going to be AFK for a bit.
Okay. So I can't promise we will have more mystery content right after this race.
Immediately, yeah.
So there might be a bit of a gap. The channel might go down for a little bit. But definitely more later today. Lots more. Tasty has delivered, or taken, I suppose, what he needs to take. And as an extra powder for the shortcut.
Yeah, Zecks had to forego that shortcut. There's another... So there's... I was saying this earlier, there's a Halloween list, which is at the end of the list, which I think was maybe some sort of, like, something that they dev added later. You can see the panic with the laser coming closer. The laser's not going to come all the way to the corner. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I did sort of think like, oh yeah, then I will go to the top right and wait, but then very quickly there is no safe spot there. These sorts of things, it's not normally like wait for one window for both lasers and then go. Usually it's like a one then the other back and forth maneuver. So I appreciate both Tasty and Zecks misreading this on the first go. I did the same.
But the Halloween list is fun, but it's kind of... There's a mechanic where you have to like push zombies around into traps rather than luring murderers into them. They only move when you like press a button next to them, and it's like really finicky, and they like don't move sometimes. So it's just kind of not great for a mystery race. Yeah, we have a different song now. A really good MIDI version. This is like the lightest approximation you can do of a song.
Oh, I thought that was gonna be it. Tasty just gets clipped.
Yeah, we definitely have to Sokoban detect it if we included Halloween list. Oh no, you're forgetting. I think it's quote 105 is Sokoban detected. Sometimes quote 0 for some reason. Oh, you gotta hide behind it.
Oh, Zecks is saying when you move diagonally in this game, it's not 45 degrees. It's like, I don't. It's a little bit more horizontal than it is vertical.
Well, there's a weird perspective to everything for sure. Like I was pretty surprised when your head could get caught by the flashlight.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely some weird implementations.
What's wrong with Sokoban? Nothing, really.
Nothing's wrong if you have a palatable amount of it. That's sort of the issue around here, is people have become sort of... We've gone Sokoban overboard in certain years where there's been a bit too much.
Well, Tasty got spotted that they were probably going to be okay to go even if they were late, and they were right. Oh, there's a safe spot here. These two lasers are synced up in a way I don't remember them seeing at the start of the level.
It is
Go,
consistent.
Go, 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 go.
Yeah, that's what you do, and it's perfect. All right, on to what is probably the hardest level.
It was the one that gave Zecks the most grief. Some people hate Christmas music.
I'm, it depends.
Yeah,
I'm mostly cool with it. I don't want to overload on it.
Yeah, I think for a lot of people, it is the Sokoban of music.
Absolutely. I think a lot of people say that actually. I would say, I hate Silver Bells, just because it's like purposefully trying to be slower than it should be, and it just makes you feel like you're in one of those dreams where you're trying to run away, but you just can't move fast enough. That's how that makes me feel.
Yeah, I get it. I did survive Whamageddon, now that I think about it.
Wham is like not bad, honestly. That song's a little annoying, but like the album, like Wham's pretty good.
It's just the song I have a problem with. I'm not sure I've even really heard their whole Christmas album.
What if you moved a ball with your mouse and you had to play Sokoban with that? Like in Enigma?
I think this is the joke, yeah.
Got it. Did you win that race, Zecks?
Alright, here's these tricky lasers. Needs to find the safe spot, look out. Okay, is good. It's gonna go over the top. This was my first instinct, and zoop.
Zoop. 4 different versions of Last Christmas. Those are my favorite, when it's like you're somewhere and for some reason they like can't get the copyright to the correct song, so they've got to play like Target commercial versions of all your favorite Christmas songs.
Like how the karaoke machines say "as made famous by" instead of "as performed by." Exactly. Tasty gets the tree.
Maurice made a text-based Sokoban as a joke. And you just like say left, and it's like, there are boxes on this sides of you.
Oh, Tasty! If they had turned the corner and held the wall immediately afterwards, I think he could have been okay. But it was tough. Oh,
Ooh.
what? Oh, see, you are safe if you're against the wall there. We've seen a couple of deaths from not holding against the wall. Zecks did that too. Ooh, that was kind of scary. Yeah, so these two lasers are in sync with each other, but judging by the way the paths sweep across the bottom left corner of the room, it's really difficult to see that that's what's going on until you get them both on here like this.
It's because they move like light in that they're instantly at the furthest wall, like with no speed. So it makes them move farther, like faster in their further arc.
Yes. Oh, again. Declipped, get him coming around the corner.
I'm back. What happened?
We jokes and
yeah, nothing too big. Santa's running away from the lasers.
What's up with Zecks?
This is one of the final levels. So Zecks finished.
Why didn't you dot done?
That's a very good question.
I'm like, I don't know. That's been someone else's job this whole time. I haven't had to. I don't even have the dashboard link anymore.
Why did you do this?
I think.
I already entered the time.
Welcome back, Maurice.
It's reversed you doing it. I'm so sorry.
A couple other finishes.
Zecks finished really quickly. Died a few times, but like way faster than I was expecting this game to be finished.
Yeah, the 24 minutes from Zecks, and then 34 from Vitoral, then 35 37.
Yeah, that's more what I expected. And then Tasty is on their way on final levels. This is probably the hardest level in the school.
What kind of house is this?
So this is the Krampus list. So these people are so bad that not only are they not getting coal, Santa's actually taking what they do have.
So it's like the security system with lasers.
Yeah.
Understandable. Oh,
They know
the
Santa's
spin.
coming to take their stuff.
Oh, I love the spin. That's good.
Yeah, the spin is quality.
Okay, we saw Zecks die going over the top. Tasty's done with going over the top on these stupid
Yeah.
lasers, runs across,
Good.
and this works out.
I think there's 2 levels left on the Krampus list, and then that's the end of this goal.
Here was
Yeah,
this
so this
moment.
game was paid when it first came out, but then they have a thing on the Steam page that says free forever from now on. This is pretty cool. So Zecks immediately saw that what you need to do is just barely walk in front of this laser when it goes behind that wall and get ahead of it.
Yeah, and Tasty's like, that's way too tight. There's no way that's the solution, and is looking for
Zecks
some
tried
other
it like
thing.
literally after 2 cycles of that laser moving, not even that, and I can't believe how quickly he picked up on that.
Mm-hmm. I would have tried
You will-
it.
You will get shot if you're not careful.
The cone is very thin on the shotgunners. It makes you think like, oh, maybe I could, when I, look how thin it is. I'm sure I could just maybe barely, and not even close.
So Myth, I wasn't here for most of this. Would you say ID's excitement for drawing this game was justified?
Well, so I am guilty of getting on here on commentary, and the runners, it's their race, it's their show, it's their match, and we try to make them the stars whenever we can. But there's definitely a part of me that likes getting on here and being an entertainer and being jokes, and this game is the best vehicle for that we've seen so far, I think. So it has been a lot of fun to cast, I think. But as in terms of like, is this a fun, interesting game to play? Not really.
It's okay. Some of the levels are not great.
Oh, Tasty only bothering to deal with one of these guys.
But in general, I think these later levels are pretty challenging. You have to be pretty fast at what you're doing, although the actual like controls and stuff are pretty simple. You don't have a lot to work with other than just moving around.
Nice powder. Oh boy, cut it a little bit close on that mine. That's gonna be a clear.
Do Krampus, we're here.
Yeah, I realized I said being instead of doing, and then just said jokes anyway, and then after I thought about it, I was like, no, I like how that sounds.
I did sort of give a little bit of hint in the pace bin, because this level ends differently than the rest of it. I said, done after talking to Krampus at the end of the Krampus list. So I guess I role-played a little bit there. We don't see any words exchanged, but...
I mean, I doubt they wordlessly acknowledge each other and then end up at the bar drinking together.
Man, she's slow. Oh, jeez. Okay. Tasty did not get caught there, surprisingly. It was through a wall, but I don't know if this game takes that stuff into account.
This being keyboard or arrows to control, or a D-pad or something, it means that when you want to go on a diagonal, you need to be, like, holding one and, like, tapping the other. So, like, moving diagonally through these dog circles is I don't know, something about having to hold tap, 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 like, there's... you need to be really mechanically active, and if you're like too nervous, you might be too quick tapping the button or something. It's not easy to thread needles with that sort of motion.
Oh, can he get
One
him?
and two.
Get
No.
him! No!
Oh, well, that's the. Why is the knife murderer like the least gory, violent death in the game?
It's true. You just fall over. That's the same as the getting shot animation. That might be the first death to murderer we've seen so far, though.
I think so.
You'd think they would be the most effective, considering their moniker, but...
Moniker. You sound like a defense lawyer trying to spin a case for their client.
Your Honor, just because my client is called murderer does not mean that he is one. Are you a baker, Judge? I didn't think so.
now calling to the stand Michael Murderer.
Oh, you were trying to kill the murderer with the laser? It might be possible.
Oh, that's tough. This isn't easy either, though. There we go. That's it. Krampus list complete.
That's a dot done. Santa and Krampus just chilling.
Got the sub 45 too. 44:59 is the official time. So it was a win for Tasty in the previous match, right? To come join Zecks up here in the winners bracket. So it's not eliminated.
Tasty's still in this tournament.
Just ran into a tough opponent.
Yeah, one of the best in the bracket. So I mean, I wouldn't be embarrassed for that loss for sure. Zecks, I think, finished well ahead of everyone else in that race, right? Because there quite a few people were in the race.
By 10 minutes at least, yeah.
Wow, yeah.
We'll see if Tasty Fox wants to come chat. They didn't get a chance to. We looked at their previous race. It wasn't Rolling Thunder. That was the previous.
That was a Rely Scraper.
Oh,
apparently.
Did we restream the VODs from that or not?
No.
Maybe. Okay, so we haven't heard from Tasty at all.
No.
So maybe they want to pop in and show their face. I don't know. But after that, unless someone... Hold on, I do have another... No, okay, it's not any sort of give game or anything. There's matches later today. You can see here, 6 p.m. Lost for Words versus Silent Snake. 7 p.m. it's DOSBox Falco versus White Panther and Andy versus Lively Raccoon. But 6 p.m. is not... Oh, hey, it's 4:20 p.m. Hey. That's an hour and 40 minutes away, which we don't have nearly enough jokes for.
No.
We would need more content, and
the Baker Judge thing was pretty good. I think that's going to be downhill from
that's
here.
the best we've done so far. I think.
Yeah, I think that we're going to need something to happen. Hello, Tasty Foxman. Are you interested in doing a talkie interview? Oh, hello, you're here. Let me move you in.
All right, we're joined now by Tasty. Hello.
Hello. How you doing?
We're doing good. This was your second match, so I don't get to say like how was your first time here in Mystery Tournament, but we haven't heard from you about your first time yet. So how has it been?
It's been pretty fun. I've not done one of these before, but I run my own for like the past 5-6 years or so on a much smaller scale, but mostly like in person. So I don't really get to play in them a lot because I'm the person doing them. So it's nice. That's I suppose the double-edged sword of doing these. But the ones that I run are kind of focused on doing like 1 or 2 levels, but you play like 5 or 6 games in one round or something. So it's a change to doing like these like 20 to 40 minute challenges, but
Yeah.
that was hard. That was really hard.
So this is in person, you say? Because I would want you to plug it if you could, but
Yeah, I do them because I run or help run Smash Melee stuff in the UK, so we sort of do them at the Melee tournaments. And,
that sounds like a good time.
Awesome.
yeah, we did. The last one we did was at the last major, which had like 100 entrants, which was pretty fun. But it was an absolute chaos getting it all set up. But because we have all the CRTs and all the Wii's, so everything ready to go. But it's like trying to corral 100 people in a room to like play Goof Troop or something like that.
Yeah, like rapid fire too, a whole bunch of different games.
Yeah. But it's pretty good. Yeah. But yeah, I've enjoyed it. It's. I mean, I'm still in, right? There's losers, so I've still got a chance.
Yeah.
But
You have no opponent. You're a bit ahead in the bracket because you were in winners too. So you're alone right now, but you will face the loser of match 30, which is Jaw or Muware.
nice. I'll watch it back at some point. But where did he start to gap me? I felt pretty good about what I was doing for a little bit.
Yeah. So you're new around here. You might not know Zecks is a 6-time top 8 player.
Yeah,
around here.
I saw his seed at least. I knew I was in for a treat.
Yeah, he's got a massive win rate. Is just one of the best we have. So
And has been in 15 MTs, 61 wins, 25 losses. Has won twice, 2 different
There we go.
MTs.
I feel a little better about it now then.
Yeah, he beat you, but he also beat everyone else by 10 minutes or whatever. Right?
Yeah, I saw that in the IRC afterwards.
So pretty quickly, he would just see it, like it would take you would die and be like, oh, now I see what to do, and Zecks would just see it without dying, basically, and so quickly jumped out ahead and just kept going.
I feel like I would see it, but my hands didn't do it.
Right.
Like,
Yeah,
you could see sort of the path, and there's certain like little bits where I think it was on the second Krampus stage. I was like, oh wait, I don't have to get cookies. Like, there's no cookies to get.
The kitchen
Like,
up north, right?
Yeah. I'm sure the cookies are there. I was like, oh wait, the paste bin only said to get the cookies on the other stages to unlock it.
Yeah,
Like,
there are cookies. I think you probably unlock the later ones just by doing well. I'm not sure. But yeah, it's definitely a janky game. So you have to have in mystery tournaments. Sometimes you need a little bit of tolerance for jank or a little bit of is the game really asking me? Like on that one level where you walk just barely in front of the laser to make it across that gap. Zecks somehow saw that on like right away. And just,
I was like, there's no way they want me to do this, right?
That's literally what I said on commentary.
Yeah.
Actually,
literally.
But yeah, it's I don't know. Running these myself, I often think that they're like a thinly veiled ruse to make people to laugh at people playing really, really hard or obscure games, and I guess it is. But now I'm on the other end of it, so that's always nice. I get to see how the shoe fits, and that was. Actually, it wasn't even that bad. It was kind of janky, but it was kind of fun at the same time. I like those precision-y type, like MGS clone-y type stuff. It was pretty fun.
Yeah,
So-
I mean, there aren't too many Christmas games that are worth playing that I've played. So I mean, this is decent compared to a lot of Christmas games. That's for sure.
Yeah, so I mean, the comedy of Santa Claus like stepping on a landmine and dying in some kind of botched home invasion, like it's. Does the comedy of the situation like distract you at all from the gameplay, or were you able to be like, no, this is the gameplay mechanics are like this, and that's why I need to do this? And
Yeah, I wish I could say I could just see everything as rectangles, but I'm not built that way. It's it gets. I mean, as soon as I think it's because especially with the killer guy as well. Like when you first see him, he's like a shadow or silhouette, so I didn't really know what it was. And then, okay, yeah, I get it now.
Yeah,
And
that's why
was
I put
pretty
that in the
funny.
basement. I thought it was kind of silly that they make you do that before writing on screen what it does, but
Especially when everything else is so signposted. But it's a little mean,
Yeah.
but it's funny at the same time. Oh.
yeah. Well, there's like half the game left, so if you really loved the game, there's that much more to play.
Nope, but I definitely will steal some other people play it at some point.
That's one benefit if you run your own MT type thing. You certainly have a massive pool of games to pull from. That's for sure.
Yeah.
we have so many people here who will pull you aside and be like, you got to give him this. You got to give him. You've come to the right place.
That's it, yeah. So use it as a safety bank.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Right.
Yeah,
I'm
well,
gonna head off, but I suppose I'll plug my one thing. So I do them offline, but I do them online as well. But they're like little stage show type ones. So they have like quiz elements of it, and you get advantages if you're winning the quiz and all that. But
That's
at
fun.
some point, I've got the final of. I did like a four player 4 times, and then the winner of each one are all going to face each other. I've just got to get off my ass and finish it. But yeah, well, I'll do that at some point. So if anyone's interested in watching that, I suppose.
Then what?
Post about it
Follow
somewhere. Tasty Foxman on Twitter. That's my handle.
Nice.
Twitter. Okay.
Yeah, that's all there, and on Twitch as well. But yeah, one day I'll do it. I've got big plans. I swear.
Perfect. I'm looking forward to it. It's nice talking to you. Thank you for coming and joining Mystery Tournament and for coming to chat with us.
Yeah, no problems. But you wait for the sickest losers run of all time. It's coming.
It's
All
coming.
right.
We're ready.
We
cheers,
wait.
guys.
We wait with bated breath. We wait for the next match as well. There's a little bit of a gap. I do have another Discord alert, which is also still not any kind of ping for a reject game or something. So, Maurice, are you with us again?
I just switched the scene.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
all right.
White Panther is gonna play against
Me-
Dustbox Falco.
Oh yeah, it is in there as Panther. You're right.
And it's funny because
Um,
he said he did it himself, so I can't even make fun of it.
Do you have a vodcast ready to go?
Got mac and cheese ready to cook, so no.
Gotcha.
Well, we'll come back.
All right. That's what we'll do. We got an hour and a half until Lost for Words versus Silent Snake. Go get your own mac and cheese.
Yeah, you got
And
a
then-
lot. You need a lot of mac and cheese in an hour and a half. Let me tell you. So get on it.
You can come back and see how much you've eaten compared to everyone else. Because we compete
be a
in the
really
strangest
fun game.
things here on Mystery Funhouse. We'll see you
It's gonna be the
soon,
worst game
everyone.
we've ever done.
Take care.